You want your vacation to feel like a break from the grind. So do we. However, there are a few things to keep in mind if you want to be safe and successful in living your best life of leisure. In this video, we're going to talk about what not to do in the Yukon. I'm Emily Hoefs, local Yukoner, and someone who's made enough mistakes in the North that I feel qualified to help you learn from them. Let's talk about what to do and what not to do in the Yukon. When you're out on the land, camping and hiking, be aware of your surroundings and stick to established trails. The vegetation here, especially in the alpine, is very fragile. The growing season is short, and plants don't have a lot of time to replenish. So doing something as simple as building a fire or even just walking off trail, that can cause lasting damage, especially for wildlife that rely on that flora and fauna to survive. Another seemingly insignificant way you can impact the landscape is by building rock cairns for use as wayfinders. There are plenty of resources that can lead you along the Yukon's many trails. We've linked a few in the description box below to help you get started. As a general rule, although it seems helpful and they look cool, rock cairns can cause confusion for other hikers. In the spirit of leaving no trace, it's best to just rely on your GPS and your maps instead. If you watched our Camping 101 video, you know that the entire territory is made up of the traditional lands of 14 distinct First Nations. Before visiting any of them, find out which territory you're on. This is practical and respectful. You can find a map of the traditional territories online at yukon.ca, and you can visit the cultural centers and Yukon communities to find out more. Don't lose sight of the fact that getting remote in the Yukon happens very quickly. Even on top of Grey Mountain, where you can see cars moving through downtown Whitehorse, you're mostly on your own. So if a storm kicks up while you're picnicking at the top of the peak, there's no calling a cab. You cannot drive back to your hotel room right there. In fact, there are plenty of places in the territory where you don't even have cell service. This is where Spot or InReach devices and sat phones come in handy. They're great for hikes and camping trips, but they're also super helpful to keep in your car. Depending on where your travels take you, you can go hours without seeing anyone else. That's part of the beauty of the North, but it's also a good reason to always be self-sufficient. Make sure all your electronics are charged when you head out on an adventure. Pack lots of food and water in your vehicle, as well as all-weather gear and a change of warm, dry clothing. No matter the season, no matter where you're going, it's just safe practice. Yukoners are famous for their warmth and for stopping and helping those in need, but if you're coming to explore, come prepared. We have so many gorgeous areas to experience, and the more prepared you are, the more time you have to play. As always, we hope you find this video helpful in planning your adventures, and we'll see you out there, exploring the Yukon.